Hey, so good morning, everyone. Happy Monday morning. I hope you started your day off right. If you already eaten, I hope you started it with some good, nutritious food. I hope you have a meal plan for today. Hope you have a meal prep for the week. These things are going to help you be successful. Remember that. Be prepared to be successful. And keep it simple. Keep it super simple is what you want to remember to do that you're doing keto or whatever diet you're doing. Remember to keep it super simple. I had to come over so I can adjust the TV. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on mute. But I'm getting ready to make myself a personal pizza. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, last night I had done, I was a partial meal prep for myself. So I made barbecue ribs yesterday. Went to the store, got some ready-made potato salad for them because I felt like that would be something simple and easy to do. And then I made some green beans, fix those up in the skillet for that way I can have, something. And when I made the ribs, I split some of them. I only made about 4, but I made 4 keto style ribs that I put aside for myself, so I have something later on, to eat this week or today or tomorrow or something. Do you know they ate my keto ribs? They left some of the other ribs, 1, 2, at least 2 of those, but they ate my keto ribs. They left one of them. So, okay, I didn't make that many. So today I'm going to do a meal prep for myself. And I'm just going to make a big, huge meatloaf and make a keto enchilada casserole. I told them I would make a Mexican dish, enchilada casserole. So I'm going to make it keto style. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get either some of the Egg Life tortillas. I want to try those in there. But otherwise, I'll just make my own keto tortillas here at home. And when I do that, I'll show that to you. But I'm going to make the enchilada casserole as part of my meal prep. And then meatloaf is, I believe, the 2 dishes that I'm going to make this week. My daughter and the grandchildren are here. So if I cook, I got to keep in mind, make something extra, even if it's for me for a meal prep. Because the grandkids, they love to taste too, and I don't stop anyone from eating anything. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the ingredients that I'm using for my pizza. Now, I usually get Raoul's spaghetti sauce or Raoul's marinara, whichever one. But I found some at the store called Organico Bello and marinara organic pasta sauce. And this was actually just as good as the Raoul's, and it was actually lower in carbohydrates. It has 4 total carbohydrates, and that is for a half a cup of the pasta sauce. And it has 2 grams of fiber in it. So a half a cup is only, if you're counting net, it's only 2 carbs. But if you're counting total, it's only 4. So I thought that was pretty good. I believe Raoul's is a little bit higher. It was around 6, I believe, for the Raoul's. 6, 7, somewhere around there, 6, 7, 8. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the ingredients that I am using for my pizza. Okay, now here's my pizza crust. And this pizza crust is protein sparing modified fasting bread. Last week when I made, or a few days back when I made my protein sparing modified fasting Italian bread, I made like some buns, I made cinnamon bread that day, and also I made some pizza crust because I love to make myself pizza. So this is the organic Bello marinara sauce. I'm going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon or maybe 2 tablespoons of this sauce I use on my pizza. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put that on. I use these are my pepperoni slices, and 16 slices is 140 calories, 14 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 6 grams of protein. So I'm going to use at least 16 slices for sure of the pepperoni pizza. Now this pizza crust itself is probably less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, or it's close to 1 gram of carbohydrate. So right there you see it's not going to be a lot of carbs. I use whatever pizza cheese that you want, but I use the Mexican cheese, and it's, I think, 3 or 4 different cheeses that are blended together. Now it is a pre-shredded cheese, so those are some of the ingredients that it has in there: potato starch, powdered cellulose to prevent caking. But it's for the little amount that I use, and I love the way the cheese tastes because it's very flavorful kind that it has. And then I have some Vlasic jalapeno slices. A huge jar of these. I'm going to use some of those on here. So the oven just got ready. I'm going to go ahead and put this together. Then I will come back and show you what I have. Okay, so the oven just got preheated, and I have the oven set on around 400. I may take it down a little bit to about 380 or 375, but I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of the sauce onto the pizza, and that's how I'm going to start. Then I'm going to spread that over the pizza, and just make sure you get some good amount of the sauce to put on there. So I'm going to go ahead and spread this around all over the pizza. You know, and you can see I'm just using my little utensil here. Okay, just make sure you get pizza sauce whatever you want. Remember, half a cup is only 4 carbs if you want to make yourself a bigger pizza than this. Then I have my pepperoni slices. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on here first. Just a little tiny amount. I love cheese, so I'm going to put my little bit of cheese, and then I'll put some pepperoni slices on here. Now, if you can have other vegetables that you want to put onto your pizza, you can do that too. But, you know, just put your pepperoni slices on here however you want to. Mine may look like I'm putting on here kind of uniformly, but just fill it in and do what you want as far as putting your pepperoni slices on. So I'm going to make 2 layers. From there, I'm going to put on just a tiny bit more cheese. I'm going to use about an ounce and a half of cheese, since I'm going to put a little bit more. If you want to put a little bit more sauce on here, you can. But I'm just going to finish this off with some more of my pepperoni slices. I'm going to put these on. Let's see if I can get these 2 apart. And I want to make sure. Now, if you have another meat that you want to add, you can. You make your pizza like you want to. Like I said, if you got olives or anything like that, add it on. Add myself just a little bit more cheese. See how good that looks? Get yourself, I'm going to put me a few these peppers on here. And these peppers, I don't want to say they're not where they have a lot of calories either. So I'm going to put my macros up on the screen for this. Figure it up. But I'm going to go ahead and cook this. And when it's done, then I will bring it out and show you what I have. I'm adding a couple more peppers. I like peppers. Just throw them on here somewhere. Okay, it looks like enough peppers for me. Okay, so there's my pizza. I'm going to pop this in the oven, and I'll be back when it's pizza. Okay, this is the pizza. Doesn't that look really good? I'm going to go ahead and cut it. You think maybe there's a bigger trip, or you've already got a car, or you didn't need it? What was your thought? I just been wanting to do it for a while. Okay. Trying to cut this with one hand, you guys. Let me take a piece of this pizza. Look at that. Look at the pizza. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this pizza. Let you know how it tastes. This is so good. So, this is the keto rib that I have left. And I have my sugar-free GHU's barbecue sauce on here. I mixed a couple and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I do a mix with that. Here's some of my Italian protein bread. And you all can see this bread is still very, very moist. It tastes so, so good. I just love it. So I'm just going to have a piece of this with my rib. Like I said, this is the only keto rib that was left, but I only made 4, so, and I had one last night, so they just ate 2, but they should have left those 2 for me, because they have ribs that are left. I didn't even get to take pictures of the meal prep that I did, that I thought I was going to get to put in the refrigerator. But anyhow, I'm going to eat this until my pizza gets ready, and then I'll probably eat about half of that. Okay, good morning. I'm sitting here enjoying my last rib. Doesn't that look so good? I made these last night, and I made some keto ribs. I only made 4, but I was going to use them as part of my meal prep, like for today or later this evening or tomorrow. I would have had 1 or 2 ribs that I could eat. Do you know they ate my ribs for dinner last night? Somebody ate my ribs, and then they left the regular ribs. They know I'm not going to eat those ribs, but I did take a bite just now just because they ate my ribs, and I thought I'm going to go ahead and eat my rib right now. It's so good. So, you already heard me earlier talking about my meal prep. So I'm going to do one today. I may include some ribs in there. Because I got 3 days of protein sparing. And also I have high protein days. So I make half of my ribs that I do the keto style, sugar free, and then half of those I could take. And I'll do a whole rack of keto ribs. And then I'll do a whole rack for them to have. Or at least do, yeah. Because I want to have some for non-sparing keto days, and then I can eat I can't have a rib with nothing on it, a naked rib I call it, on protein sparing modified fasting days. Just make sure I get you can, I don't know how lean it can be, but I'll make it work. So I'm waiting for my pizza to get ready. And I said I was going to have pizza after I ate this rib and a piece of my protein-sparing fasting bread. Look at that. Can't you hear it? So good. But today is a protein-sparing modified fasting day. These are freaking looking good. And or a high protein keto day. You can make it whatever day you like, and you also want to lift weights today, okay? It says protein sparing modified fasting day or high protein keto day or lift weights. Just a moment, I'll be back. I gotta check on this pizza. Okay, I'm back. This rib is so good. You can see directly behind me on my weights. I moved them in the front room so that I can have everything, basically in the same area right now. The room is being used. And now, you guys, I've worked my way up where I'm lifting 60 pounds. I started doing that. I guess it's been for about 2 days now. My husband, he put more weights on there. So I have 15 and 15 makes 30. Then I have 2 10s, 40, 50. And then the bar is 10, 60. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good for an old bod, I think. But I can't do curls. I haven't tried the curls with that much weight yet. But I am able to lay on that bench and lift. And I did a couple of sets yesterday. So I was very proud of myself because I do a little bit more every day. And then also, under there I have my stepper and I have other weights and things. And I use those weights to do lifts over my back, behind my back, my other weights, and that's to help with my back fat. And all of it helps with these here bat wings and stuff. So I'm working on all of that every day. But set you some goals. Remember, work towards your goals and stay as focused as you possibly can. If you fall off, just stop right there and get back on. Don't even worry about it. Just stop. And you may be sitting up taking another bite of cake or some candy or some ice cream or something, but you stop. Just stop right there. S-T-O-P. Halt. H-A-L-T. And get back on track. Okay? You don't have to feel bad about it or anything because that happens to the best of us. Everybody, I believe, goes through it. Some people say that they don't have to worry about that. And that is great and good for them. But I'm not one of those people. So anytime I fall off, I just get back on and start again. Right there, right then. I don't decide I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I used to do that. If I ate something wrong today, I'd be like, dang it. I got to wait until tomorrow and start again. No, start back right then. And that way you won't be able to put on those extra calories or maybe even a couple extra pounds before you really do decide to get back on track. A couple of things I want to say. Boiled eggs are a good protein source and also a good fat source on keto. You need 2.5 teaspoons daily of sodium in order for your body to function like it should, especially on keto. You can add this to the foods that you're cooking. Egg whites are a good protein source. Egg yolks are a good fat source. You can use egg whites for protein sparing modified fasting bread recipes, which can be made into a host of other goods as far as pumpkin breads, loaf breads like lemon loaf, all kinds of things that you can make out of this bread. You can make cupcakes. You can make, like I am, pizza crust. It makes a lot of things possible that you weren't able to do before. If you're doing protein sparing modified fasting, you don't want to have more than 3 protein sparing modified fast days per week. If you have 3 days per week, then you must have a refeed day after those days. Eat extremely lean meats on protein sparing modified fast day. Like I was talking about eating the ribs. I have eaten ribs before, but I know that it has fat in it, so it would have to be very limited, like 1. Okay? Always plan your meals ahead of time and track foods eaten often. If you track your food, you can make sure that you're eating correctly, that you're staying on point, and also you can see your macros and know if you're meeting your macros or how you need to adjust it in order for your diet to work for you. I always count total carbs for the best weight loss instead of net carbs. Net carbs only allow you to eat extra carbs. Remember that. Total carbs are best to count. At nighttime, you want to aim for at least 7-8 hours of sleep. This is when a lot of the benefits occur for autophagy and other benefits for the ketogenic diet. It's during this time while you're sleeping that your body is regenerating. You want to eat to meet your protein goal. Don't eat to meet your fat goal or eat to meet your carb goal. Eat to meet your protein goal. daily. And it's best once you become keto adapted to keep your protein intake at 99 grams or 100 grams or above. And it's really hard to eat protein and get full on it. It is for me to eat a bunch of meat. And also remember that meat has 0 carbs unless it's usually processed meat. That's when you start running into the carbohydrates in meats usually. As soon as you can incorporate intermittent fasting into your diet, that's where I say you're gonna get so many benefits from intermittent fasting. That was a tongue twister for me right there. But intermittent fasting, do it to your schedule, make it fit to your hours, especially the ones that work best for you. I've got to go into the nail shop today. I had a couple of nails that came off, I got to go get nails done and repaired. But stay away from packaged keto foods. Now, I have some things that came in the mail called, anyway, they're like cheese puffs. One of my weaknesses, one of my triggers are Cheetos. And my husband loves Cheetos. The kids love Cheetos. So I have some cheese puffs. I don't know the name of them, but I have a review on them. And they're very, very good, you guys. Schoolyard. They're from Schoolyard Snacks. Actually, I have a cover laying here. It's from Schoolyard Snacks, and they're called Keto Puffs. The total carbs on this package is 1 carb. Unbelievable. And they taste really good. So remember, today is a protein sparing modified fasting day, a high protein keto day. Choose whichever you like, or choose which day you're having according to your diet, what is working for you. But I will be back later on today to check in on you and also to let you know the foods that I have today to eat. This is Keto Granny saying stay focused, and we got this. But I'm going to go over here and see about this pizza because I'm going to eat a piece of it or something right now, but I'm just to finish off this here rib and my little piece of Italian protein bread. Bye. I'll see y'all later. Hey, this pizza is delicious. I mean, it's really delicious, y'all. You can put your own toppings on there, anything that you like. Your olives, whatever you like, you can add it to this pizza. Your own personal pizza. Great. So today is a protein sparing modified fasting day. You want to eat mainly protein. Meats usually have no carbs unless they're processed. Remember that. Protein at 100 grams or above. Keep fats at 50 grams or below. Avoid carbs and keep it 10 grams or lower. Protein sparing modified fast spares your body's lean mass and its muscles. It makes your body use its stored fat, and you want to keep your carbs low or non-existent if you can on that day. Sleep 7 to 8 hours nightly. Sleep 7 to 8 hours nightly. This is just some good information that will help you do the protein sparing modified fasting diet. This is Keto Granny saying I'll see you later this evening. Bye-bye.